If you have unfiled tax returns, the IRS can and will come after you, and they're going to turn your world upside down. And trust me, you don't want to mess with the IRS. My name is Daniel Cotts. I'm a licensed tax attorney. I help people in all 50 states get the IRS off their back. Look, when the IRS is coming after you, it's stressful. It's time consuming, and most people have no idea what to do next. But as you navigate through the maze of unfiled tax returns, it's crucial to understand how to navigate through the IRS. See, when you're dealing with unfiled tax returns, it's going to send in motion a series of events that's going to turn into a mountain of tax trouble. So let's break down what you need to know right now into easy, digestible sections. First and foremost, unfiled tax returns, they're going to accrue penalties and interest that's going to significantly increase the amount due. The longer you wait to take care of the problem, the more expensive it gets. And please know, they're not going to give you a discount later. Unfiled tax returns is one of the IRS's biggest peeves. They want to know what's happening. Even if you don't have a lot to report, you need to report it. First, there's failure to file. So, failure to file is 5% per month, up to 25% of the amount due. That means in just 5 months, you've added 25% to your tax bill. Next is failure to pay penalty. That's kind of like the second cousin for the failure to file. It's only 0.5% per month, but again, up to 25%. So if you don't pay this bill, you could literally be looking at a 50% increase in your tax debt. Then there's this thing called interest. That's like the redheaded stepchild. Now get this, interest is not only charged on the unpaid tax debt, but also the penalties. And it gets worse, because then they charge interest on the interest. The reality is, the longer you ignore your tax debt, the larger that debt's gonna grow. Plus, if you're in the market to buy a home or get another loan of any sort, unfiled tax returns gonna shoot that dream right down. And in worst case scenarios, your accounts can be levied, your assets can be seized, and your future wealth eliminated. Plus, it's embarrassing. It can cast a shadow on your reputation, and if you're licensed in almost any profession, your state licensing board can take action against you for unfiled returns. Heck, if you're a federal employee with security clearance, that clearance can and probably will be revoked. So what do you do if you have unfiled tax returns? You find representation with someone like myself who knows the tax code inside and out. Since I've been doing this, I have yet to see somebody take on and beat the IRS by themselves without representation. The reason for that is dealing with the IRS oftentimes is like watching paint dry. You have to understand thousands of pages of tax code and cases and regs. You have to know how to deal with the IRS. You have to know how to talk to them in their language. Because let's face it, no one likes to talk to the IRS. So here's the bottom line. If you have unfiled tax returns, you need to get those settled immediately, because failure to do so is going to cost you thousands of dollars in the long run. Additionally, trying to get penalties and fees and interest removed by the IRS, that's very, very difficult. If you have any more questions, contact my law firm or check out the rest of my content. I make videos like this informing the public of what happens when it comes to the tax law and how to deal with the IRS. You have options, but you have to act now. Contact Cotts Law today. Let's start building your defense against the IRS.